Hey guys, so I felt like it was really important to come and kind of talk with y'all and make this video because, I've seen a mix of reactions of different emotions happening, not only on those particular channels and in their comment sections, but really even just somebody commenting on my, channel. Somebody telling me like, hey, that's great. Nowadays people don't make it very long. Somebody else commented like, thank you, and with all the kind of, I think, like brash takedown of Locs and stuff and all that. So I felt like me just getting a chance to give you my input on how I feel about the situation, what I think, what are my plans, and just some different things like that. So first of all, I just want to reinforce that this is not any type of video bashing anyone for the decision that they make for their hair, and I don't want this to come off like that at all. Now, two of the major YouTubers that I've seen more recently were Natural Nirvana and Joyce MD. Hey girls, how are y'all? Hope you're good. And I love their channels, and I'm not gonna lie, for me it did come as kind of a big shock, that they decided to take out their locks. But at the same time, it really didn't, and I'm gonna go into that in a second. But I really feel like, first, just if you let me kind of explain my perspective, I think that it'll really kind of cover what's going on, right? So in general, when somebody tends to make major changes with their hair, whether it's deciding to go natural, deciding to relax it, deciding to lock it, right, you're gonna have a flurry of different emotions. Some people are like, oh snap, that's exciting for the new change. Some people may be a little disappointed, wanting to know more about what's going on, but they're okay. And then there are the people who are pretty much angry, Those people are very frustrated for one reason or another, and I'm not saying that they don't have every right to be, right? But it kind of really comes off as very negative, And I think the reason that happens is because, people tend to get very invested in the journeys they follow. And I can acknowledge that, I can respect that, because there's quite a few people I follow here on YouTube where I feel like I've been down for them like since day one, they've been everything for me. So, and were really huge inspiration. So I could definitely get that disappointment if they all of a sudden really changed what kind of inspired me and what led me to follow them, right? But at the same time, there's that balance of everybody else arguing, well, it's their hair, they do what they want, right? And I think that putting ourselves out there on YouTube does put us in like what we call like a very precarious place. And it puts us to where like we're expected to kind of balance the expectations of our audience as well as our own needs for our hair. Now, when it comes to locks, we already know that it's a journey. I know that I talk about that. I know Natural Nirvana's talked about that. I know Joyce has talked about that. It is a journey. It's a process. And there's a lot that comes with that, And with that being said, in order to have a successful journey, there's a couple of things you need. Kind of an understanding of that process. You need patience. You need acceptance. But also I feel like you really need to be fulfilled and happy with your journey, And part of that is going to come not only from your perspective, but just your hair, being able to do what you want with it. I'm grateful and I'm blessed and I'm thankful that at this point in my journey, 3 years in, that my hair is doing what I pretty much expected. And I'm happy with the way it's going, right? But if I wasn't, I really can't say that my decision would be any different than theirs, if that makes sense, So I'm definitely not in any position to try to judge them, nor do I want to make anyone feel bad about making a choice for their hair and what works best for them, if that makes sense. But another important thing to notice, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Natural Nirvana and Joyce were both around the 2-year mark. Maybe one of them slightly after, maybe one of them a little bit before. And to give y'all a heads up, for everyone pretty much, I feel like for most people with locks, there are certain milestones you pass, right, that do make you feel good, but there's also certain kind of danger zones that come in your journey. Usually about 6 to 8 months is one of them, where you're just getting a little discouraged, a little frustrated, not sure if you want to do this, right? There's another one right around like maybe 15 to 18 months. You're kind of like past your first year, maybe your hair isn't living up to your expectations yet. And that next danger zone, at least based on my own experience, right, is right around the 2-year mark, really around 24 months, where if your hair is not where you want it to be, there's this kind of itch or possible desire to want to cut it or to change it. And I'm not even gonna sit here in front to y'all or pretend like, you know, when I was at that stage that I didn't have those thoughts too, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I did have those thoughts of, man, you know, maybe I'm not totally satisfied with my hair right now, you know. What if I did, you know, unlock it? And back about a year ago, when I was 2 years, I was looking at a lot of videos of people combing out their locks, cutting their locks, different things like that. I hadn't made a decision, but I thought about it, you know. Because at the 2-year mark, you're at a place to where, okay, your locks may not be fully mature, but you've got a better idea of what your locks are going to look like. Let's be real. And it's kind of at that point where you're going to be happy with the look of your locks or not, you know, let's be real. And I think that really we need to kind of keep that in perspective when we look at the decision they made to take out their locks. It's not that they hated their locks, but maybe that locks didn't fit with their expectations, their needs, their fulfillment for their own journey. And they have a right to make those changes to fit with that. You have other people like Curly New Growth. She's restarted her journey a couple times, you know, to get the look that she wants for her locks. And that's her choice, and that's great, you know. And so I guess my whole point of it is, you know, we've all heard that expression, just make it to 2 years and after that you can decide. That's kind of what they did, right? And if nothing else, I want to leave you guys with kind of words of inspiration to say, like, do not give up on your journey. Your journey is special, it's unique. And I know it can be hard when you hear us up here like preaching this acceptance, right? You can do it, go, and then boom, the next day we change something, right? I'm not saying anybody did that. I'm just saying, like, you know, in y'all's minds, maybe it felt that way. I feel like just remember that we're human. Remember that we have our own thoughts and feelings about the journey. For me personally, I'm happy with my locks at this point. However, if I do decide to cut them or take them out, I'll talk to you guys, you know, and let you know what's going on. Not so much that I'm asking for permission, right? Because I put the work in, you know what I'm saying? But to let you know, because I know a lot of you use this as an inspiration, so I want to make sure that you really understand every aspect. The days that I'm happy, the days that I'm not, the things I like about my locks and the things that I don't, you know, and I'm more than open to do a video about that if you guys would like to hear. But all I can promise you on my end is I'll be honest with you, I'll be very upfront, and that I respect the fact that you take the time to invest in my journey and, you know, learn things from me, because all it is a learning process for all of us. And I just hope that you don't give up on your journey because some people unlock, because I don't think that's even what they would want for you. And I just want to show support for the other YouTubers because this isn't easy, and help them understand that it's your journey. You got to do what's best for you. And I know, at least for me personally, I definitely look forward to watching future videos and keeping, you know, tabs on you guys and knowing that things are going well for you. But that's really all I've got, you know, and I see you guys stay motivated, keep pushing, and I'll keep putting out videos, and we'll go from there, guys. So thank you so much for your support, and keep your head up and stay inspired. If you've got any questions or concerns or anything you want me to address, like that may be related to this idea or desire to unlock your hair, please let me know. Drop it down in the comment section below, and I'm more than willing to make videos about that. All right, guys? Have a great one. Bye.